pretty much anyone that came into the hospital for the emergency room would come this way. Okay, so when you go down this hallway and you take a right, you're going to have your triage room. Sorry, I didn't know you were. This is the x-ray room.
One of the x-ray rooms.
Yeah. You can come here and actually see some x-rays from patients that used to be here. And all the equipment is original. They say the 7-foot tall shadow man likes to hang out in here. Okay, and right across from the x-ray room is the actual emergency room. The emergency room is very small, and that's because this is a really small town and it wasn't meant for anything big, just emergency, little emergencies. And you'll see lots of kids' toys and stuff around the hospital. Right here is what we call the clinic hallway. It was basically used for various different things. It was an eye doctor and a dentist and just random offices. We also call this the shadow hallway because there are lots of shadows that move in and out of this hallway all the time. And they like to play with the doors and stuff. And right here you have the pharmacy. All the medicine bottles you see in here are just props. But that's kind of what it would have looked like. And it feels really heavy in here right now.
Yeah, it does look pretty heavy.
Now which way?
Just go to the right. And just this one room right here.
Right here you have your emergency room waiting area. For some reason this area gets quite a bit of activity. It's just a good place to kind of hang out and listen. And you can catch a lot of stuff right in this area. We're going out this way? This way?
Yeah, let's just go back.
Yeah, we're going to have to cut a lot of it.
Yeah.
Is that not stupid?
No.
Come this way.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, when you walk through the doors, you will notice a random red car. Right here, this is actually the owner's car. He had it left in the parking lot and people kept vandalizing it, so I think he just decided it'd be best to kind of just push it in here. It'd be a little safer.
This is X-ray room number 2. You can also see X-rays and stuff that were patients a long time ago.
And out here is what used to be the courtyard. People just come out here and smoke and hang out while they were visiting people. And down to the first floor, to me, is a little bit like a darker part of the hospital to me. The spirits down here are a lot less playful than those of like the third floor, because they kind of claim the space. So right here, these doors right here are actually the very front entrance of the hospital, where the canopy used to be. People would come through here when they were just entering the hospital, not coming through the emergency room. I'm not really going to go through here because I don't like to go through here, but there was a man named Jimmy that used to live here. He had a massive heart attack and died in this room. He used to live through this, kind of like an apartment. And like I said, he just really likes his space, so I really don't like to go in there, but ooh, somebody's watching me.
What? Someone.
Okay, so right through here, this is the cafeteria. That might be people though.
Yeah, sounds like people upstairs.
You have the cooler over there. There is a story told that there is a nurse spirit that likes to hang out here in the cafeteria. They call her the naughty nurse. She likes to grab people, touch people in inappropriate places. I've never personally been touched by her, but a lot of people have felt that. This little conference room right here is just where the doctors would eat their lunch and dinner. It's a cool place to just sit. There's chairs everywhere, all over the hospital, so you can kind of figure out what are hot spots and what are not by if there's a lot of seating around. Okay, and so when you come through the cafeteria, you're going to enter the basement area. So this is the boiler room. Maintenance people used to hang out through here and do their thing. I don't know if I'm going to walk too far in here because it's
water?
Flooded, it looks like. There's been a lot of rain. But right through here was the maintenance room. There is a gentleman named James. This is his place. He used to be the maintenance man here. And like I said, just everybody on this floor is very protective of their space. And this is James's space. He's an office back there. He doesn't like people to go in his office. And that's all I really have to say about that. we are about to go into my personal favorite floor of the hospital, and I'm sure Zach's too. So this is the 3rd floor. To me, I mean, this whole hospital is active, but this is a very, very active floor for some reason. So right here you have your elevators. You'd go from the 2nd floor to the 3rd floor. And so this little portion of the hallway is going to be like your OR rooms. This right here is actually the original OR board. People just put a lot of weird shit on it now.
Yeah.
Right here is the first OR room. And this is the 2nd ER room. This is a fun place to be too. And there's a lot of like IVs and stuff going around. A lot of people just bring those as props. They're not really like used on here. Okay, right here you have labor and delivery. And then right next to labor delivery is the nursery. Basically like the long-term patients, like the Alzheimer's patients and stuff, they would be rooming down here. In this room, you'll find at the end of the hallway, on the left, this is kind of a special room. Oops, sorry, that was the door. This is actually Nellie's room. Nellie was, okay. All right. Thanks, Nellie. Nellie was an Alzheimer's patient. This was supposedly her room. After 40 years, you can't have all the facts absolutely correct, but this is what is believed to be her room and where her spirit likes to hang out. She used to only like younger female.
Male.
Yeah, I mean, younger males to take care of her. And sometimes if you kind of sit down on her bed, she'll sit down with you. And people like to leave her little gifts all the time. And this right here is, you know, leaving this hallway. All the hallways are really good to see shadows and the dark, creepy figures that hang around. They like to kind of lurk in the hallways, I feel. For some reason, to me, the hallways are kind of the creepiest place to be in this hospital.
And that is pretty much the tour.